Hey guys, and welcome back. This is TC Shadow RL, and today we're going to be reviewing the Logitech G105 gaming keyboard. Now, what I'm going to be saying about this keyboard is, straight away, it's not a mechanical keyboard. It's a membrane keyboard, which some of you hardcore gamers might not like as much because it's not got mechanical switches, thinking it's got a slower response time. Now, this has up to 5 key rollover, which means you can press 5 keys at the same time, and you're going to have no ghosting, no distortion, no anything like that, no interference. And it's also really quiet, so if you're doing Twitch or YouTube, I was typing that, I don't know if you even picked that up via the microphone. It's really hard to hear on Twitch, it's really hard to hear on YouTube. I've been using this for a few days now, I've been on Skype calls, nobody's knew I was typing at any point. So unless you get a quiet mechanical keyboard, then you're probably best going for a membrane keyboard if you're going to do something like Twitch or YouTube. Now, this keyboard has one key that feels mechanical, and I have no idea why it feels so mechanical, but the left-hand shift key feels mechanical, and I'm not entirely sure why. I'm going to press it now, it's really loud, and it's the only key that's loud, so you probably heard that one. If not, then it is really quiet. And the only other complaint I'm going to give you before the review actually starts is this is sold as an LED backlit keyboard, and it is LED backlit with blue LEDs that come in 3 different profiles. They come in at off, a medium intensity, and a high intensity, but I have it on the full intensity right now. And yes, I have studio lighting like in both corners of me for the green screen behind me, but you really can't see the LEDs in daylight. Of a nighttime, yeah, you can see them quite a bit, but in daytime, you can't see the LED backlights really at all. It's a cool looking keyboard, it's really fast and responsive, not mechanical, it is a membrane, but even then, it is really fast. It has 6 programmable G keys with 3 M profiles, G1 through G6 and M1 through M3, which gives you a total of 18 customizable function keys. And you can record on the fly your macros for these keys with the MR button in the top left hand corner. I will go through that on the review. All you need to do to be able to do one of those little macro recordings is press the MR button, press the G key that you want to record to, do your combination, and then press the MR key again, and that will record your macro completely to that set of keys. So you are fine for that. Anyways, let's get into the unboxing / review. Here we go. Okay guys, so we're looking at the back of the Logitech G105 gaming keyboards box. We've got 6 programmable G keys, we've got adjustable LED backlighting, up to 5 key rollover, media controls, a game and desktop mode, gaming grade durability, and in the box we have the keyboard, the use documentation, and a 3-year manufacturer's guarantee and full product support. Now, I've already unboxed it, I've already taken it out of the box. It was really easy. These 2 little plastic things got slit, the box opened. I'll show you the front of the box just now. Let me take it out of the camera so I can actually turn it over without hitting the camera. There we go. That's the front of the keyboard box, and inside it is literally just a blue... Does it open from the back? I think it opens from the back. It's just a blue piece of cardboard. There we go. So it just opens like that, and inside, on top, you just get 3 little pieces of paper. You get a Logitech Getting Started with Logitech Gaming 105. You get some important information, which is like warranty and things like that, and a Logitech, I think, piece of paper which asks you to go and give feedback on the keyboard, basically. But I've already plugged the keyboard in, and I've been using it a little bit just so I can actually show you how it works. So I can see really easily now that the LEDs aren't that bright on the camera, and they are on the brightest setting. If I press it once more, I turn them off. If I press it again, I put them on medium, which you can barely tell. If I turn them on once more, it goes to the complete intensity. Now what I'm going to do, just for a second, I'm going to turn my studio lights off. So if I just press this switch, and it's quite dark in here now, you still can just about see that the LEDs are turning on. Maybe here on the dark keys, but really nowhere else on the keyboard. So let me turn these lights back on. There we go. Give the camera a little second to refocus. And I can show you around some of the features on this keyboard. As you can see, the WASD and the arrow keys are completely different colours to all the rest of the keys. So it's like if you're gaming, your hand slips, so all of a sudden your hand's here. You can quickly remember to put your hand back there for your WASD. A lot of people get confused when they first go to a keyboard with extra keys on the side, because a lot of people rest their hand like that, with their little finger just hanging off the edge of the keyboard. Now you can't do that here, or else you're going to be hanging off the edge of the shift. So your finger will instead rest between the G5 and the shift key, and your other fingers will rest on WASD, and obviously your other hand will probably be on the mouse. You've got your simple numlock, caps lock, and scroll lock, and that is on a slightly raised platform here. You've got the Logitech G105 branding here, and you've got Logitech branding just here as well. You've got a full-size number pad, which is perfect, because I've saw a few keyboards lately that just don't have number pads, and I'm like a little bit confused by that. This is your LED control as I showed you earlier, so that's on max. We've also got a gaming control, which means if I press that, this key is completely disabled. The Windows key does not work. So if you're in a game and you're about to do like some kind of sharpshooting madness, if you're about to get a headshot from across the map and you accidentally press the Windows key button, you're going to go away. You're going to go into Windows, or you're going to go into your desktop or your start screen. You don't want that. So with that button, that completely disables your Windows button and all Windows interactions. So with that on, I can still press the Windows button. As you can see on the left-hand screen, boom, that's going to a start menu. You probably saw that just appear somewhere. But we're going to turn that back on so we don't do that at all through the video. We've got our Logitech G1 through G6 buttons, and we've also got 3 profiles, as you can see here, M1, M2, M3, and G1 through G6. Now, M1 G1 is completely different to M2 G1 and completely different to M3 G1, which means you've got a total of 18 buttons, and to record, you press the MR button here, boom, then you press your whatever G key you want, so say G1, so MR, G1, put in a hotkey like A, D, A, W, say for some kind of Mortal Kombat combo, and then press the MR again, and that will record your macro. You've also got some media controls. If I can get the camera to pick it up, there you can see we've got a mute, a volume down, a volume up, a play and pause, a stop, a skip back, and a skip forward keys through F6 through F12. All you need to do is press the function key and press whatever key you want to press. So like that. If you want to change all of your media, that's practically everything about the keyboard. It does have a red back, which I find quite weird because it is a blue LED pattern. Everything about this keyboard is pretty blue, apart from these little features here where you've got the media controls and the back, which are just red. I don't understand. Also, I want you to notice that the M1 through MR keys are coloured on the box, but not here. It says that these are yellow and the MR is red. I haven't saw them light up. I don't see any LEDs, so I think that is just a slight misrepresentation on the box. I'm not 100% sure. And also, this is quite flat at the moment. I feel like I don't have the kickstands up, but if I put the kickstands down, you'll see that it's completely flat, and the kickstands going up, like so. Rarely raise it, like just about, not even a finger's depth. So if I show you the back of the keyboard again, you'll see the kickstands are really small. So if you want a nice elevated keyboard that's more like this, you're not going to get that through this. Maybe you need to put like a book behind it or something like that. But other than that, aside from the negatives of the LEDs and the kickstand, it's actually a really fast keyboard. For a membrane keyboard, I've not used a keyboard this fast. Mechanical keyboards, sure, they're faster, but they're also a lot louder. If I type on this, you can just about hear that, I presume, on the microphone. I can not, like, in Skype calls, nobody has heard this. On Twitch streams, nobody has heard this keyboard. On YouTube videos, nobody has commented that they could hear this keyboard. So, I'm pretty sure that it's quite a quiet keyboard. And it's really responsive. I've had no issues in games, thinking that I needed that extra tiny millisecond response. Everything has been just fine. And yeah, I really like this keyboard. So, thank you to Logitech who gave me this keyboard. Okay guys, thanks for watching that. I hope you enjoy. If you do want to pick up one of these keyboards, I'm going to leave a link to Amazon US and Amazon UK in the description below. If you can find it somewhere else cheaper, then go for it. But I'm going to leave the Amazon links. If you've got any critique on this video, as this is my first relatively professional looking vlog, it's the one I've actually tried hardest with so far. And if you've got any comments about the actual keyboard, then leave them in the description below. If you've got anything you want me to review, if you think I can get a hold of it, then also leave that as a comment. Make sure to like and subscribe for more gaming tech content, whether that's Let's Plays, video game collabs, or tech reviews. Let me know, and as always, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.